lot of times we think lower strings, especially. I remember when I was learning the notes and I didn't know them that good. I always like know where the notes were on the bottom string, but then where are they on the fifth one? So if you were D minor here, knowing your D minors here, well, you should know that pattern really well too. So if you're in D, so you're here, you should know what if you wanted to start it here, what to do. You know what I mean? That's going to be really helpful. So D's here, right? That one's there, and then the next one, this pattern. The fourth pattern is right here, which is this one. See, there's the root note on it. That's the D, right? So knowing this shape right here. It's similar to this one, but it's a little different. You see it? That's really good to know. So it's like, yep, yep. And then you just sharp this next one right here. Right here. Yeah. And then back one. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not going to be up to the octave, so your octave is right there if you want to go. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be really good to focus on that one too. I mean, you want to know them all in and out, but those are going to be really like, you know, a lot of people treat this one with the most importance, which I get, but treat this one with just as much importance. It'll just, because it always will give you, if you're here and E, well, E's here, so I know that one. It just gives you more spread on the fretboard.
Well, it kind of looks like this one is like the one that's like the most different from most of these because they seem to have a very similar. I mean, this one's also pretty different, but like most of them are pretty. The majority of them are together. Most of them have the same pattern. Like the first one is pretty easy because you go from third to the sixth, and then third to fifth, third to fifth, third to fifth, third to sixth, third to sixth.
Yeah, the patterns aren't too hard to memorize. What you want to get good at, what tends to happen is though, is to you play one scale and then you know it in relation to the next one. So just get good at jumping around as much as you possibly can. I'll still mess up. I mean, I play a lot of times when I go to play now. When I'm really playing, I just playing by ear. But it's really good to think like this too. Just work that aspect of your head too. Now there's also ways of you know, incorporating those extra notes like we're doing, and there's ways of playing these scales, you know. With more notes too, like we were doing, you know. But for now, you know, just I would keep it fairly simple, you know, for yourself.
Yeah.
And play it slow.
Yeah, and play slow. What else? That's a lot of information. So let me write down that. I'll just write it in tab.